I'm going to warn you guys right now, I'm going to be coming in pretty hot on this video. So if you enjoy standing 8 feet away from the cable machine when doing tricep pushdowns because some influencer somewhere told you it targets the long head of your triceps better, I'm probably going to hurt your feelings. But before we get into all of that, how about a little bit of happiness and we talk about my sponsor, EHP Labs, and all the amazing bundles they have on their website where you can get all the supplements you need at a discount cost. In fact, the Lean Muscle Mass Bundle is what I'm currently using. It comes with Oxy Whey Protein, it comes with the Oxy Shred Thermogenic Fat Burner, and because they're doing a collaboration with Ghostbusters, you can even get a shaker cup with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on the front. So make sure you check that out. Use my code Herman at checkout. You might actually get an additional 10% off, so make sure you use it. All right, back to getting on track. Guys, this pops up on my timeline a lot. People trying to give additional content, which I guess their heart is in the right place, okay? I mean, a triceps push down is only so exciting. You can do it with a straight bar, you can do it with a wavy bar, you can do it with a V bar, you can do it with a rope. Which one makes the most sense and where should you be standing, especially if you're trying to target the long head of the tricep, which is the back, which is what makes your arm look super huge from the side and is going to fill out most of your shirt when wearing a t-shirt. Well, the short answer is it's actually not the best exercise in general to target the long head of the tricep, no matter where you're standing. But first, before I show you which exercise is better, let's talk about the reason why standing 8 feet away from the cable machine is really stupid. Number one, when you're trying to lift and you're trying to build muscle, your goal is to lift as heavy as you can for as much volume as you can, right? You're trying to lift as heavy as you can for all your sets and all your reps. So it only makes sense that when doing this exercise, you would put yourself in a mechanically advantageous position to where you're over the bar almost and you can push straight down to maximize your effort with as much weight as you can. The more you step back, not only does the angle increase how hard it is to lift the weight, but depending on how strong you are, eventually what's going to happen is that weight is going to start pulling you forward. So you're going to be fighting against the machine while trying to maintain proper form to do the exercise, which is kind of dumb. Now also, I don't like doing this exercise with a rope. If I have my choice, it's either V-bar or straight bar, and if the only thing available is the rope, that's the only time I use it. But why? Well, because when you use a solid bar, whether it's straight or V-tapered, that's going to allow you to generate the most force to push down. So if the goal is to lift as heavy as you can, you're always going to have a lot more strength using a solid bar versus the rope. And that little extra little thing that people like to say, oh, if you use the rope, you can do this and go farther back because your hips are in the way. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It does not matter, okay? Now, getting back to targeting the long head of the triceps. Sure, you might feel a little more engagement in the long head of your tricep when you're standing 100 feet away from the machine because of the angle, right? Well, I have an idea. If the best way to target the long head of your triceps is to have your elbow up over your head like this, it would actually make more sense to put the rope attachment on because it will allow you to safely grab both handles, spin around, and stand in this position with your elbows up over your head, which is going to place a lot more emphasis on the long head of the tricep. So sure, you want to use the cable machine to target the long head of your triceps. Don't put yourself in mechanically a disadvantaged position by standing 10 feet away. Stand right on top of the weight, lower the cable, put on a rope, turn around, and make sure you're getting that deep stretch at the bottom of every single repetition. Now, take it one step further, because I don't do that exercise because I'm too strong for the machine. I can lift a lot more weight than that machine can handle. Also, if I start to add more plates to the machine and do that exercise, I have to really contort my body just to get the weight where I need it in order to do the movement. So what's the solution? Power bombs. If you're not doing power bombs, you haven't added them to your routine, you need to do it right now. And I don't mean do single arm because again, you're never going to be able to lift as heavy as you can by doing one arm at a time. That one arm isolation does not matter. Maybe if you want to do something like that at the end of your workout because you want to just kind of button up the end of the routine, you're feeling really good and you're pumped and you want to just put a little more volume on each arm, that's fine. Most people in my gym that are doing single arm overhead extensions, they're too small to be worried about that type of isolation work. You need to focus on lifting as heavy as you can for all of your repetitions. So that means getting one dumbbell, putting your hands like this and going to town with that weight and making sure that you're going all the way down behind your head. Half reps here are really stupid because if the whole point of the exercise is to get a stretch on that long head, you're missing out on the stretch if you're stopping here and not going all the way to there. So get that stretch, and if anyone says it's bad for your shoulders, tell them to work on their mobility, and then maybe they can utilize proper form. Now you can see, I told you, it was going to be kind of a hot take, but at the end of the day, tough love is the only love that I know that seems to work because that's what worked on me. If you want to build a big long head to your triceps, start doing power bombs. Stop trying to find like new ways to invent the wheel. You don't have to. The wheel is there and it works great and it still rolls down the hill, and power bombs are gonna be what gets you to having those thick arms that you always wanted. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want more great content like this, or if you would like me to talk about other exercises, comment them down in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.